episode 8. We gonna keep going. Let's go. Oh, I gotta. This champagne gonna taste different. This champagne is actually gonna taste like whatever sounds with a fucking French last name or whatever sounds French. Let's put it like that. This shit gonna taste expensive. Bought it cheap though, but it's gonna taste expensive. Watch what I gotta fucking say about today. Y'all fucked. How about that one? We all fucked, but y'all fucked though. Like Kwame Brown says, mama's cooking. But this time, fucking mama's cooking fucking Nostradamus, the Humpback of Notre Dame, whatever the fuck that shit's called. So let's get into it. Episode 8. So, surprise, motherfuckers. It just came out that the Biden administration is aiming to, check our text now. Censorship. Not censorship though. It's called a different name. It's called misinformation. You see how they twist the words up? But I'm so, like, when I saw it, I was like, yo, it's not about like, yes, you see? But it's about, yes, you see? But add a motherfucker. Because I've been said this shit like about 2 years ago. And at the end of the day, you know what? Just by me fucking predicting it didn't mean shit, right? But nobody got no excuses now. Because I was saying it as a joke. But within the joke, there's some truth in there. Because it only seems like just keep pushing and keep pushing. Oh, they still not wilding? People are not mad yet? Alright, keep pushing. And boom, it happened. Now, eventually, as soon as you have a private text message with whoever the fuck it is, and you mention that fucking, that jab, that stupid 19, you might get a little like, whatever we get like on Instagram, but just imagine your private fucking text message. So I'm happy because at the end of the day, like I said, I think I even said on the last episode, I was like, yo, I'm gonna see you on the gulag. You know, the gulag from like, I don't even know how to explain. Y'all look that shit up. But I'll see y'all in jail. I know I'm heading in there. Once they see what I'm talking about, eventually, if they're gonna go into that, then yeah, see ya. You know what I'm saying? Stay woke. Y'all dumbass woke motherfuckers voted for the wrong motherfucker. And listen, if Trump would have did this shit, I would have banged. So don't get it twisted. But no, now go ahead, do y'all victory lap. Y'all want to still pop champagne outside though when he got elected? Y'all ain't popping champagne now, huh? I'm popping champagne. I'm saying pappy. I'm popping champagne now, literally, because I am so happy because I already see how this is gonna go. You think people are gonna be like, oh shit, yo, damn, yo, now they wildin'. I know, like I was hating Trump because he was a racist, whatever. Like these other presidents ain't racist, but whatever. And you know what? I learned my lesson, yo. Damn, didn't you mention this shit like a couple months ago at least? Hell no, you're not gonna hear that from people. They're gonna double down, triple down, all that, nigga. They're gonna play. It's like, remember I Declare War, where they're gonna boom, 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 and then flip the. Well, not even flipping the cards. They're gonna just keep. They don't have no cards left. They're gonna keep pushing down. Put it down. Put a card down. Put another card down. Triple down. Quadruple down. Cause yeah. Listen, people just don't want to admit, like, yo, we fucked up. Some people did. You know what I'm saying? So now they're gonna get in your text, and then here's the thing, because you could be like, all right, well, okay. First of all, I hope people are not. thinking like this. But some people might be like, okay, well, that's not a big deal. Just don't fucking text that word out. Yeah, silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids, though. Y'all niggas getting tricked like a fucking pimp, nigga. Because at the end of the day, that just opened up the floodgate. You know what that means? That you're gonna eventually, because let's keep it real. All these big techs, they sell out to fucking these politicians. But damn, in a weird way, it's like now it's gonna be on them. These politicians are gonna tell them to be like, yo, whoever, Verizon, Sprint, which these niggas probably sharing towers anyway, so who the fuck knows? AT&T, all of them. They be like, yo, set this parameter or whatever that shit's called. Set this setting that as soon as somebody speaks about the stupid 19, y'all gonna put hey, by the way, this is misinfo. Like, it's private text messages. People don't get it. People get it, but they just don't want to admit it. And then when shit gets really worse, because now I just gotta keep going down the line. I just gotta look ahead of the other corner like I did. When they were banning Alex Jones and y'all motherfuckers, and I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna talk to the liberal. And I don't even get no views, but fuck it. But I'm just speaking to the future, I guess, now. But for the liberals that were going ham and saying, yeah, we don't accept that type of talk. Alex Jones, yeah, ban him. Now it's like, okay, when I saw that, I was like, oh, these people don't even see the trap lined up right in front of them. They don't see it. It wasn't right in front of them. It was around the corner because we still haven't got there. So it's probably like 2 blocks now. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, ban Alex Jones, cool. By that time, they were already giving people strikes. Like, hey, you may not want to say that. Oh, something that you commented seems familiar to this. If you get 2 more strikes, yada yada, and that's how it started. And Twitter even started banning people just off of just whatever people got mad about. And people said, yo, let's take this tweet and let's bang it on everybody's head with a couple hashtags and a couple blue check marks on Twitter. Because here's the thing, though, and I gotta pat myself on the back. I already bought myself. I'm buying myself flowers because I gotta give them to. As soon as they fucking did the whole thing about Twitter being against Trump, I was like, okay, I see how this is gonna end. Now notice that everybody that has a blue check is usually all the liberals they gang up and they all hide behind that blue check mark. Remember back in the days when like getting a blue check mark was like the cool thing to do? Like, oh damn, I wish I wouldn't get verified. Nigga, I ain't see what was coming after that because I was like, yo, if you notice, whenever they put something that is controversial, they pacify you with the blue checks right behind it. So you go to the comments and you see the blue checks going with whatever the fuck they put. Unless you a blue check because you got it because you're just famous, but you're the type that you don't give a fuck, and then you go against it, which eventually they'll take it off, take off the blue check like a fucking badge. Like, remember when T.I. took that chain off for this chick in the movie? An ATL movie, I think it was called the ATL movie. He just took the chain like, fuck out of here, man. We broken up. That's what they do. And you know how people are with their socials, what's the social thing? They don't want to lose nothing. They'll probably fucking go frantic like in those videos when they show like their moms turning off their kids' Dungeons and Dragon games. I forgot what's that video game called that you gotta build up a lot or whatever. So when like moms come in because the kids ain't doing good in school, they just turn it off and they just go crazy. I think that's what happens if you do that shit to one of these fucking addicted to fucking social media. Like, listen, social media is addicted to everybody. Let's keep it real. But there's people out there that will fucking go bananas if like they'll take away their blue check mark because it's the status symbol and all that. So you even see that on Instagram. On Instagram, they'll post something ridiculous like, "Oh, look at these little kids getting read books by like drags and shit." And you're gonna see the first ones in there that are gonna be like, absolutely, yes, and all that shit is gonna be the check marks, the blue check marks, because Instagram got it too. So I saw that shit and I was like, okay. And then I started seeing how like the trending topics will get manipulated. Anything against Trump will just get pushed to the top. If there's something that comes out against like the Clintons or Biden, or something fucked up about Biden that makes him look bad, or like Kamala, whoever's the globalist. And Trump is a globalist too, but this is the first globalist that people hate and they want to push him out and anything when it comes to numbers and crunchings and algorithm, they'll keep him away. So yeah, he probably a globalist, but at least I'm putting him a little bit to the side compared to the rest of these people. You know what I'm saying? So I started seeing, like, whenever they had something fucked up on the candidate that we supposed to like this is fucking wrestling, they will be trending because you can't control the people just talking about it. But eventually, like, yeah, we'll take it down. We'll keep pushing that trending topic, whatever's trending, that's against what we fucking trying to push. We'll push it down, couple hours down, and that's it. They'll take it out, and they'll signify people like, oh shit, nobody's talking about it anymore. Yeah, right, but they own Twitter. And here's the thing. Through hashtags, I guess liberals be putting, like, conservative hashtags, so now they show up if you're following a specific conservative hashtag. And there's one called Being Liberal. Being Liberal something is a page on an account on Instagram. And I was like, why the fuck I'm seeing this? But whatever, I'm not gonna change it though. You know, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, block this page that shows up, because I want to see what's the mentality of the liberal. And you know, people who were liberal, now they're saying, oh, you know, now, you know, yeah, you know what? Every politician is corrupt. Yeah, they corrupt, but you wasn't doing this. You wasn't saying that before. You saw that shit got sour, and before you doubling down on shit that you yourself cannot fathom to agree with, now you just gotta be like, yeah, you know, I stepped away from the politics. And the weird shit is that you can't escape politics, because right now it's affecting our livelihoods even more than before. Before, you could have just ignored all this bullshit and live life and whatever, and you could probably still do that too, but not anymore though. If you're in your job and your job says, hey, who want to be a team player? You're like, yeah, hell yeah, me, raise my hand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna volunteer for like COVID, the stupid 19 shots, and your hand gonna have to like move right back to your hip. It's like the Homer Simpson meme when he comes out the bush and then slowly backs in, goes back in the bushes. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, and it is affecting jobs. And listen, I don't know how this is gonna plan out, but they're already knocking at doors. So compared to that, of course your job's gonna ask for like, yo, or who's taking or whatever. And last thing you need is for you to come out and be that asshole that's keeping everybody behind, or the quota of how many employees you have and how many are vaccinated or not. That's fucking scary. And if you just keep saying no, then what happens? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna get fired? That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me take a sip. You know what I mean? So, what is the end goal? Once you mention, like, what you see in commercials, like, hey, help each other out, let's help this, let's help that. But none of the commercials just question, like, yo, the fact that you gotta get a vaccine and then obviously you might still catch it. Like, they don't even want to go into that realm, because you're cracking their ceiling, the ceiling of thought, of moral fucking thought. You cracking that ceiling. You hitting it with a hammer, and they don't like it. And right under that, they're putting like a steel, instead of glass, right under that glass, they're making one out of steel. So now you can't use a hammer or nothing. That's it. Because it's like they're under the rock, and they don't want to use it because they don't want to live like. Because here's the thing about arguments, that this is what I don't like, especially when it comes to like having a debate. I try to stay away unless it's somebody that I care for, and I'm like, listen, I'm letting you know because of this and that. I'm not here to be like, yo, you better join my team. No, it's not about teams. That's where people fell in the traps of both of these. You know, because when that first Trump shit started happening, I couldn't lie to myself. I had to be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie to myself, and I'm not gonna lie to my friends. So I would tell them my honest opinion compared to what was going on. Now flash forward 4 years, and fucking Trump lay down on a sabana and let the Democrats do whatever the fuck they want. So now I'm like, oh, this shit don't look like y'all niggas was in control at all. If I would have got in there, and I would have been one of the first things I would have thought was, I would have, at least would have think, I would have been like, yo, first of all, the Democrats probably gonna want to cheat at all cost in the next election, at all cost. You gonna tell me Trump didn't think about that shit? So I blame him. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that it's going first, the door knocking was just like, okay, we were supposed to well out. Did we well out? No, we did. Okay, now they're gonna say you're the text messages. Are we wilding out? No, nigga. Cause Cardi B ain't say shit. I bet you if Cardi B was like, "Whoa, hold up, y'all niggas gonna come and tell me that y'all can't, y'all gonna be in my text? That's private. I disagree, Biden." And then her fan base gonna be like that, like it's like a virus. Then they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, we could say no now. Now Biden is a bad guy. Yeah, Biden's a bad guy. Yeah, Biden's a bad guy. So make sure y'all." Like, this is how y'all motherfuckers be thinking. It's like a herd mentality. Herd vaccination, herd mentality too. It's like they do it on purpose to keep checking our temperature. Keep checking our. Oh, they're not wilding? Keep going. So obviously after this is just going to jail. Like I said. Don't panic when they start knocking that door saying like, yo, unvaccinated, go to jail. And here's the thing. What's so bad at just getting the shot? That's it. Move forward, right? Yeah, but here's the deal. What happens after that? What happens when we all take and they tell us, hey, you know what? Here comes the bigger one. The Yankees couldn't play today. So now you're gonna get it, right? And we're gonna be like, yes. And then what's gonna be that? Oh, I don't want to take it. What do you mean you ain't gonna take it? You took the first. You took the stupid 19 version. Take this version now. Be more safe. Don't be fucking greedy. You know, don't be selfish. Protect each other. You see what they do? You see what I'm saying? I never seen the government do so much shit, jump hurdles for something good for us. Mind you, people were dying left and right of HIV. People were dying. People still dying right now of cancer. Where's Dr. Fauci when the cancer came? What was the monthly, the yearly updates? No. So what they do is, you know what? No, we're gonna keep making money off of cancer, and on top of that, every 4 months, 5 months, make sure y'all put those commercials so these motherfuckers can feel sad about it. And y'all know what commercials I'm talking about. Let me take this sip. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna sound fucked up. But everybody gotta get it. My bad. You know, they're gonna hit you with the. You know they hit us with the dog one. When they show the dog with like missing an eye and she be like, oh, who the fuck would do this to a dog? What the hell? I changed it because I like pets. But then they hit you with the arms of an angel, and they show you a bald kid, and it's like, oh, I even feel bad switching the channel or skipping. Oh, how about this one? Oh, I know y'all seen this one. How about the one that you're watching like on YouTube or whatever, and you know YouTube with the fucking exaggerated fucking ads. So they time the ad, 5 seconds when you switch, when you you can skip. So the beginning of the ad for cancer patients is blank 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 has been what's that word? Oh, they'll be like name blank blank has been diagnosed with stage 3, and then there's 4 seconds. Then at the 4 seconds it says cancer, and like the 5th second you can skip it. So you have to do that all night. They just hit, and I know I'm being petty right now, but it's like, yo, you see this little manipulative shit. It's like, oh fuck, I can't skip it now. I skip it because you know what? If I'm gonna, they trying to hit you at the emotional level, and then they're gonna come and hold cards in the fucking All-Star game and shit. No, motherfucker, get the cure. Get the cure. But you crazy? That shit makes the money. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, and you know what? Here's another thing. So yesterday, I'm doing the podcast obviously on Friday. Yesterday and Thursday, the Yankees had a game against the Boston Red Sox. Mind you, biggest rivalry in sports, right? Just remember, because this is what this is what we're conditioned to remember. Because they throw it out there even, years before. They always say that. So, I guess like 5 people came out with COVID yesterday. But here's the deal. They've been warming up the surges in COVID. Remember, California yesterday even before yesterday, I believe, they went back to like mask mandates. You could tell algo está pasando, and they gotta rev it up again. You could tell because their mission is those people who are not vaccinated. They wanted to make it look like, yo, just get vaccinated, man. I want to watch the fucking game. You see? And what that leads to, just look at the post I did on Instagram. I forgot what episode it was, but on Instagram. Bread and circuses. Give us the bread, and give us the circus. Like how they used to do in the Roman times. Let's watch these motherfuckers kill each other, throw some lines in there and all that. And, you know, we give y'all motherfuckers over there at the stands, we throw y'all some bread. Just to keep your mind off the politics side. And I hope I'm wrong. I just hope I'm wrong. That's how I do my research. I hope I'm wrong. And if you're telling me, yo, you might be wrong on this, cause just be polite about it. Don't be like, don't be some fucking dick sucking team shit. Yo, you good? Guess what? You're wrong. No, nigga. Just tell me, yo, I think you're wrong because if you look at this, it's just real. There's no such thing as facts to me. I know I told y'all over and over. There's no such thing as facts to me. Yes, there's facts like, okay, is the sky blue? Yeah, I get it. But when he hit me with these, especially politician facts, I don't believe in that shit because you can make anything a fact. That whole numbers don't lie shit, numbers lie, man. Numbers, like, you can make numbers lie. You can make it lie. If you have the power, why not? If you want to push something, all you gotta say is just polls say, studies say, science say, numbers say, and we're gonna believe it because we're not gonna argue against numbers. So they got us to that point. That's like, okay, damn, we can't argue the numbers. Fuck, it must be right just because they show us numbers, nigga. It's to the point that I'm thinking like, yo, when it comes to abortion, I ain't gonna lie, I think that the white people are just panicking because, I think I said this already in other episodes, I know, don't kill me. But I think it's because the white population is dwindling down, and blacks and Hispanics just keep fucking pumping babies. Hey, they might not be there for them, but they keep fucking pumping babies, and this needs to stop. Hence why they have abortion clinics, you know, in our hoods. And they have one of those clinics to, like, you know, help you have a kid in white neighborhoods. Do black people live in white neighborhoods? Duh. Depending on how much you got, you feel me? So I'm just saying it, but a bunch of people seen it before. To the point that people kind of really can't refute it. But hey, I'll grab something else in the stats to overlap that, so we can continue arguing. No, is it true that this happened? Well, let's just see. People see it. Who gets more abortions? Blacks, Hispanics, or whites? You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I think these people can make any number and be like, hey, you know, blacks are a minority, yet meanwhile, fucking dudes be popping kids left and right. And now they want to make it to like, yo, let's make these people in the inner city not create enough wealth so they can eventually stop having kids. The smart ones. The other ones that don't give a fuck and, you know, I'm here to fuck bitches or whatever, they're going to have kids. And obviously they're going to, you know, pump up the women and be like, yo, you can take them on. You can take them child support, right? Boom, boom. They're always going to come out ending up winning. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that want to be like, okay, hold up, I know kids is money, yada yada, you know, it's harder for them. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I got love for Hispanics, blacks, everything. But here I give it up to everybody. All right? Listen, I'm gonna be honest. When I be seeing, I'm walking by or whatever, I'm here in the Heights in the Bronx or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? And you see the Mexican lady with like 7 kids. That shit like ducks. You know when ducks are lined up and they just like all like fucking fumbling around and shit. And when you see that, it's just like, damn. You see, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dang. What job the guy got? Because here's the thing about Mexicans. I mean, I don't know that much about the cultures, but they sticking with their man. Shit. But anyways, it's like, damn, nigga, 7 kids, 4 or 5 kids. For us that trying to like focus on life and career, gotta get whatever, you're only gonna have 1 or 2. By that time we're old. You see how that shit goes? Like it can go both ways. It's like a double-edged sword. Have them young, a lot, financial's gonna be crazy, or have 1, be good kind of financially because it's always something bigger. You know what I'm saying? Or with so much pressure of like all these videos and you know all that cosmopolitan shit that they put in our faces, which leads to obviously a dickhead of a guy cheating or a girl just fucking cheating. You know what I'm saying? So that will break up the marriage. Now the kid is fucking raised by one of the parents. We need to be on alert. And that's why it's like it's so bad that we don't even know our neighbors like anymore. Like, is that disconnect? We talk shit about the Asians, but the Asians are the ones that always get their shit what they want. They be like, yo, show a couple videos of black guys punching Asians, and then we're gonna get a law against and these fucking people in the government, white people, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it because they're gonna look at them. What does Asian community provide to us? They have a lot of businesses. Whew. They're making a killing off of weaves and nails and all that shit. Yeah, let's make a law for them. When we gonna go up there like, whoa, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics or whatever, specifically blacks. Or whatever's gonna happen to us. How about Juneteenth holiday? Yay! And we all cheer. Not me, but we all. I'm gonna put myself in the whole group. We all cheer for it. Remember when Ice Cube wanted to meet Trump and y'all called him a fucking sellout? I'ma always have that right there for y'all. I'ma always have it. It's gonna be like it's literally my Trump card, no pun intended. Let me know if Biden met up with Ice Cube about it. If I was Ice Cube, I'd be like, yo, I'll be like, hey, what happened? And like, let's say people want me to talk about it. Like, if I met up with him, I'll be like, if I was Ice Cube, I'll go on my like live or whatever on my page with the following that I have, and I'll be like, if I was Ice Cube, I'll be like, I didn't meet with Biden, but don't talk now. Don't talk now about it, and I want all of y'all to suck my dick. Oh my God, Ice Cube, yo, yeah, because y'all like that. Since y'all like all this fucking hot takes and all these dumbass fucking corny ass celebrity news, I'll give y'all more news. Y'all like news instead of solutions. Didn't Biden said like, okay, after I get it kind of was dismissive, like, yeah, if I get it, these niggas Dika cheated, whatever, they got it, however, they on there and there, whatever. They right there was supposed to be like, yo, we ain't forget about you, Ice Cube. Let's fix this problem. No, nigga. And you could tell, like, this shit was too overwhelming because people were doubling down. But for those who's like, damn, I don't want to admit it. I don't want to come out on Instagram or whatever and admit it because I'm a sheep. So I'm going to just be like, you know what? I'm not fucking with politics anymore. And that's how you fuck up your own community. Bam. Then you wonder why, oh, wait, whoa, hold up, gentrification. Whoa, gentrification. No, nigga, shut the fuck up and go back to sleep. Because this is the moment where by the time we're fucking 50, we don't want to do this shit anymore. But guess what? The young people, who knows about by that time what they're gonna fucking feed them? What they're gonna MK Ultra them with? Which celebrity that they love gonna say what to them to make them fucking to put them to sleep again? Remember, Jay-Z was doing the campaign tour or whatever, the performance. He did that for Hillary. He was lining us up like with Hillary, lining us up because he was like, okay, I'm Jay-Z, my wife is Beyonce, so we got the women and we got the niggas. I got him. Hillary, I got you. Young Hobie, you heard? And he lined us up, not me, obviously. That's when I was like, damn, nigga. And then, listen, I was fucking with Trump, and, you know, at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I remember it was like July 4th, where I posted like a first post of Trump, and I was like, I'm gonna post this, and it was an exaggerated post. It was like a post of like Trump in a tank with like fucking flags everywhere. It was a joke, but I didn't really do it because I already know people wasn't giving it up like that, and I put, nigga, you could tell people was fucking trigger left and right, nigga. That's when I saw everybody wanted to send me memes of like politics, and then I'll be like, I'll laugh at it, and then like you could tell like they was like, no, nigga, don't laugh, you gotta argue about this. And I was like, oh, we're gonna jump into an argument, not an argument, but debate. And you see it because people just want to, they want to know how you think about something and why you're not thinking like me about this. And then when you mention what they don't like, it's like, okay, you know what? Oh, you one of them? And you know, we're at a time that's like, oh, if you hear that with one of them, it's like, damn, I'm not with the cool crew. I'm not cool. Oh fuck. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Yo, yeah. Bernie Sanders, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Biden, Kamala, the first black. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here. That cool shit is over. Cause we gotta think about the future. I'm not trying to sound like a fucking Malcolm X or nothing, but if I got to, I got to. What you gonna do? Line me up with a messy Jesse Jackson? I said that because more people are finding out that Jesse Jackson was the one who lined up Malcolm X. I mean, not Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Yeah, nigga, duh. What happened after? Jesse Jackson got every little fucking, every little happy meal in politics. He got every little happy meal. You're not gonna become president, nigga, knock it off, but you can run. You know what I'm saying? You can make some money. Nigga, if Martin Luther King was alive, the way he was gathering the blacks and the whites, because we could gather the blacks, and we can kill you too. And I'm talking, when I say we, I'm talking about like the global, the white people. And listen, I know here's what I'm supposed to add the Stephen A. Smith apology. Not apology, but like let's keep things clear. Like, oh, white people, not all white people. Yeah, not all white people, but suck my dick, nigga. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna jump off course, of course, right now. But listen, that shit with the Victoria's Secret, Karen, that lets you know right there, without a camera, how many times black people or Hispanics, but specifically blacks, because they have this infatuation with black people and fucking them over. I don't know, maybe, hey, I mean, maybe the Bible speaks on it, maybe not. It does, but let me just say maybe not, so I could be like, wait, let me find out, where? No, yeah, that's your homework. But it's this infatuation, so I'm like, yo, I could trace that right there, of that Victoria's Secret shit, I could trace that all the way back to Emmett Till. Oh, who's Emmett Till? Oh, yeah, Google it right now, motherfucker. Emmett Till. I remember the first time I came across Emmett Till was in New Britain. I had my favorite, all-time favorite, definitely like top 1 or top 2, and I forgot his name. But he was a black teacher, and I remember it was right. His class was right after lunch. My favorite class. Hey, imagine. I ain't gonna find them fries in New Britain. It was crack. But it was right after lunch. So as soon as the bell rang, his class was right across. So there's no way I could be late, and obviously I was late. And I remember one of the funny moments was like, I got there late, you know, chilling and shit with niggas, because you could tell like school was like jail, nigga. So chilling with my friends, I got there a little late. Yeah, you could tell a little late was like a lot. And he was cool. He never lost his cool. He like, not only to me, but obviously to other people. And people just tried harder because he was cool. He had a little like Steve Harvey afro. If people from New Britain, they know who I'm speaking about. I forgot his name. That's sad. But I walked in and you know me being boule as hell, I had a fucking Dipset airbrush shirt. So look how dumb I was. So I was like, yo, yeah, let me get the airbrush shirt with the NBA logo, but instead of the ball, like, you know, the NBA logo with the guy, the figure, the silhouette with the ball in the hand, instead of the ball, a shotgun. Who the fuck I was back then? Nobody, una pila de mierda. And DK, look at me being tough. I look back at this moment, I laugh at myself. But hey, it was the cool shit to do. You see that indoctrination of hip hop early on? Don't let me get into the pink shit, the Cameron Pink shit. But so I walked in and he just laughed. Like, you could tell he was like, this nigga don't know shit. And he laughed at me coming into class, like not super laughing, but he was just like a chuckle. And I was like, yo, my bad. And I was trying to sit down in the chair and shit. And he goes, yo, I'll give anybody, I think, how much it was? You think he said? Okay, now I'm gonna show you how crazy shit was back then. And I'm talking about 2004 at least. Let me tell you how the prices were. You can tell this is like back in my good old days. Gasoline was $1 per gallon. Like one of these moments. He saw me walk in and he saw the shirt. I interrupted class obviously by walking in, and he goes, "I'll give anybody $5 to tell me who is the guy in the logo, the NBA logo." I knew that shit a lot because I do research on shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I also did my research back then. And, I like basketball. Not like that, though, but I did my research. Because I used to be having those questions, like, who's the dude in that logo, whatever. And I was like, oh, I know. Nobody raised their hand. They didn't know. And I was like, oh, I know. I can answer this one. Are you sure you're going to give me $5? He was like, yeah, I'll give you $5. I was like, okay, Jerry West. And he smiled again. And he was like, all right, you got it. And he gave me $5. You know what I was thinking about as soon as he gave me the $5? I was like, oh, I'm going to get my shape up. Can you believe it? A fucking shaper for $5 What is it, the fucking Western times? Now for a fucking shape up, you gotta pay $20 now? And like $25 for like a full haircut. And then like they want like $5 on top of that. And not all cases. Some cases you pay more for a haircut. But that's what I was thinking. Cause back then a full haircut was like $10 plus like, if you were really on some broke shit, your mom didn't give you no money or whatever, you pay like 11 or 12. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't even have that for that at all, you just fucking go with the $5 for the shape up. At that time I had braids. So all I did was get shape up. So all I thought was like, ooh, if I got the shape up money right now. That's how long ago that shit was. I can't believe that shit. And listen, people, don't make fun of me, because when y'all get older, whoever's listening is young, when y'all get older, y'all gonna be like, yeah, I remember back in my good old days, I was listening to Lil Baby. They will be like, ew, what the it's gonna hit everybody. That's how life fucking checks everyone. It humbles everyone. Let me take a sip of this champagne. Fine ass champagne, as I may have. So anyways, in his class, I will never forget, he put the rolling structure of the VCR came in. I was like, ooh, we gonna watch a movie? Hell yeah. Big mistake, motherfucker. I was gonna get fucking red pill. One of the beginning of the red pill. Obviously it was 9/11, but another one when it came to race. Because listen, at the end of the day, don't get it twisted. What these people be showing on Instagram, like I'm black. Are they Dominicans or whatever? Let's keep it real. In Dominican Republic, they have that racism shit too, just like here with the Haitians. Or if you're dark, you're Haitian, and it's a joke because that means that you're just black. Let's keep it real. The DR is top spot fucking racism too. Let's just keep it honest. I know. It sucks, and we want to keep this facade. But I'm the first one to tell like my fellow black people, like, yo, DR is racist too. Because they love to suck the shit out of the Europeans' dick. Mira, aquí vino Colón, coño. Y se puso ahí y dijo, coño, y dijo, qué tierra más bonita. Like, yo, listen, I have people tell me this shit. And I was like, yeah, because I didn't know what the fuck it was. Nigga, with history and research, you'd be like, these niggas came with that rampage and that virus. Right? They don't tell us that. So let's just be honest, my nigga. So anyways, one of the red pill moments was right there. Because listen, I used to have my black jokes just as well as my Puerto Rican jokes and the Mexican jokes. Let's keep it real. We would listen, around my time without the internet, whoever had the newest, funniest joke was like the internet. So we were giving it up on everybody, even our own friends. We would diss each other out, and if you fucking get mad, we will diss you way more. And you right there, if you get mad, you can't basically like be cool in the block expecting to get mad, because we all used to fucking cut ass on each other. We all used to tell jokes on each other, you know what I'm saying? And that's what made us in a way grow up. I don't know about the rest of my friends, you know what I'm saying? Like even people who I may not speak to now, which is like probably like fucking back in the days, it was like the whole block together. But I'm sure it probably like prepared them for further shit down the road, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, even in Connecticut, we used to fucking cut jokes and everything. Like, Rest in peace to my friend Cisco. You know, we used to cut on his nose and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He used to cut on me for being fat. It is what it is. It is what it is. We all had to find something about somebody. So when that person says, you know, cut jokes on us, we cut jokes on them. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, all the way back to this bullshit. Editing this bullshit. But the Emmett Till shit. So he goes, yo, we're gonna show you this video. And you could tell it was beast because I couldn't believe this really happened. That's what I kept telling my head. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. And it was basically the whole story about the whole story about how Emmett Till came from Chicago, I believe, somewhere Detroit up north, came to the dirty South, and he thought shit was sweet down there, and he whistled at a white chick, and the white chick smiled back, pero como que maybe somebody, you know how the movie they always show like that guy in the background, he didn't like that shit or whatever. It's like the like the Lambada video. I'm going too much right now, but look up the Lambada video, the music video. Like when that black kid pulls that white chick to dance and shit, but that Lambada is too graphic. So I'm like, God damn, I won't let my daughter dance like that anyways. But you know, whatever. So you think he whistled at her because of that? You know, they got offended because who was this black kid whistle at me? I'm a white girl, yada yada. And they were like, he was going into a store, she was coming out of the store, yada yada. Who knows if that black girl was looking at him like, ooh, he's dressed really nice, because you know that's probably the swag from up north. And you know, he probably recognized that she was looking, and he was like, yo, what's up? Or who knows how that went down? Why would the fuck a black kid gonna be like, look at this white bitch right here? That's not gonna happen. Why would you want to give a person a bad look anyway? So if anything, it was all fucking like cool. But she probably was like, oh no, hell no. Who is this motherfucker? All that confidence trying to like wink at me or like whistle at me or whatever. Because who knows if he really did that or not. So what happened was, like, later that night, they found out where he lived at. They took him with like a group and beat him up, everything. And I think I heard this, which I know I heard this, but I'm gonna just say I think, because now they might be like, okay, we said this before, but that didn't really happen. But who knows? But no, it might have, because when you see the casket, the picture of Emmett Till in the aftermath, something happened. Word was that they took his face and put it in the back of the propeller of the boat, drowned him and everything. You know what I'm saying? So when you see the casket, his face is so deformed that I will never forget that face. I was so fucking scared. I was so scared that night. Like, in my mind, I was young, but like trying to be like a man. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? But knock it off. I was a pussy. And I was like, I had, that shit never went off my head. That image of him in the casket with his face so fucked up. So fucked up. And the whole thing was that obviously when it's like that, it's supposed to be a closed casket. But the mom wanted to make sure everybody see what they did to her child. I know that part got to be right, because I saw it a long time ago. But damn, I know that has to do with it, with the story. And so she put the picture of him, the famous picture of Emmett Till. He was like, you know what I'm saying, smiling, you know, light eyes and shit. They put that picture right in front of his, you know, his body. So you can see the picture, you can see the face. I don't know, like, I don't know. I feel bad for any little kid that the parents, you know, brought them to see the body. Hopefully parents at that time was like, nah, the kids can't see his face. Because this was so fucking horrific. Right there, when I saw that, and then obviously the aftermath of everybody not even being charged, that's when I was like, oh, hold up, boom. And that was like the little Matrix moment. That's when I was like, wait a minute, hold up. You know what I mean? I bet you know Dominicans that are calling themselves black now, they don't use the word cocolo now. I remember that was the alert mode word for blacks. When they be like, oh, who the fuck be calling me cocolo? They know that one. Or molleto. I used to hear those words. And you know what's funny? That I used to hear that shit sometimes from my mom. Mind you, my mom's father, he looks like fucking Louis Armstrong. the trumpet dude, and ironically, he's a famous saxophone player in DR. He's as black as a PS4. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Like, look at that mindset though, of how we're quick to just be like, oh, because yeah, nigga, when you're white, you're the white angel. You're a white angel. Don't they got Jesus as white when he's really black? And for those who don't believe, it's still like, oh, Jesus. All right, just put it like this: when you look up in the Bible, his hair is short and woolly. Woolly hair meaning like a sheep. Like, you know how sheeps, when they grow their fur or whatever the hell, you gotta cut it. It's woolly. How the fuck the Jesus that we see everywhere nowadays has a fucking long dead hair? Which, you know, in DR, when you have dead hair, oh, tiene pelo bueno. You see what I'm saying? You see how that shit starts? And if you have nappy hair, pelo malo. Mind you, if you're in the fucking desert and you're fucking surviving, that nappy hair is gonna cover your head more than dead hair, flat, and then you got, you know, your head gonna fucking probably burn. I don't know how that works though. I ain't gonna lie, but you see where that little bullshit stems from. You see where it stems from. Alright, so you know what I'm saying? That's a little nugget right there. But the reason I will always bring that up about Jesus' appearance is because, once again, like I say in every probably episode, if they're gonna lie about Jesus' appearance, what else are they gonna lie about? And you can take that all the way to space. Like that fucking Virgin Galactic dude. I think I spoke about it in the last episode, but I don't give a fuck. That dude went to space, came back, and he started popping champagne and all that bullshit, right? But at what cost, man? At what cost? We still doing this shit from the 1960s? How many motherfuckers gonna keep going at the edge of Earth right there and just return back and just a round of applause and everybody just, you know, all right, tomorrow, next day, whatever's next on the agenda is whatever happens. Like, they don't give a fuck. Motherfucker, no. You know when you're gonna impress, well, I ain't gonna lie. Tesla impressed. You know, Elon Musk, because he dead ass put a spaceship to come back and land properly. It took some mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But fuck it, at that point you gotta keep going. But this motherfucking Virgin Galactic just went to the edge, and then you be like, yeah, you know, I hope that more people, you know, is gonna open up for more people. Yeah, motherfucker, because you're gonna need like $135,000 to take one fucking 15-minute trip. That right there lets me know, like, yo, we never gonna be interplanetary in my lifetime, which is sad, because nigga, by the 2000s we thought shit was gonna be like fucking the Jetsons, flying cars and shit. And they've been made flying cars, but at the same time you don't want no flying cars because that's gonna be mad noisy. So with time, eventually, then it will be better, because we first of all we have fucking phone companies telling us, oh, 5G, and your phone don't even got 5G. They selling us 4K fucking TVs, and no channel from one local channel at least have 4K. Maybe it changed. But when you're watching sports, it's not fucking 4K unless they do some Olympic shit. In China and Asia, I heard they doing 8K already. There's an 8K TV in B&H. I saw that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh shit, this is crack. Every little detail you see, it was like pinpoint. It's 4K, but imagine 4K, it's just way better. And at first you might not notice it. You're like, okay, what the hell? It's just a bigger screen, because the screen that they have is like a big screen, but it's 8K. So I guess that both of that work together, because the bigger the TV, and you have 4K, maybe you might lose a little bit of like fidelity, I guess is the word. Then if you have a small TV with 4K, then you see everything more like, it looks better because it's cramped in. So they had a 70-something inch TV with 8K, and every little spot, every pinpoint spot of that TV screen, you see like 4K resolution, like super crisp. Every little detail on the screen. I don't know why I got there, but what I'm saying is this. It's sad to see that these people are still stalling when it comes to space. Like, at the end of the day, I don't even need all that shit. Just put a motherfucking, like I said before, put a motherfucking camera on the moon, because it doesn't rotate, which people still kind of don't know why. They know why, but it's still like odd that it don't rotate while we rotate and we're so close. But whatever. Put a fucking camera there, 8K. Hey, let me guess, you don't have money? Put a motherfucking take my iPhone, take it to space, and just put it facing Earth. They will never do that. That's why I don't blame the people that think that Earth is flat. I don't blame them. You can hit me with all that. Listen, I ain't gonna front. The Bible says that Earth hangs in a circle. So hey, it says it. But there's too much mystery. Either that, or maybe like outside the boundaries of the Antarctica. Let's say if it's flat. It's hard to explain because for those who've seen Westworld, they will get it. Let's say Earth is just like a plate, like a dinner plate, yada yada, and it's a circle. The boundary at the edge is just probably mad ice, the ice walls of Antarctica, which is really high, and you cannot go to Antarctica unless you have like a special pass, yada yada. What happens if you go beyond those boundaries? Well, let's say there's like a honeycomb. Like a honeycomb is just different boxes inside, but they all kind of connected through the edges. This is what I thought about too. I'm like, you imagine you go way past the fucking ice and you see another fucking land, and you're like, what the fuck? What is this, Earth? Like, you're thinking like, okay, what continent is this? And you probably just go like, you probably go like higher up, and you see like, oh shit, this shit don't look like none of the shit that we see. And it's probably a different land with its own like edges, like a honeycomb. Listen, it sounds crazy, but I sounded crazy when they said they're gonna check our text for misinformation or censorship, right? I sounded crazy like 2 years ago when I said that. It was a joke. Now look, right? So when these people have so much fucking mystery behind, like, oh wait, oh space, oh I'm going to the edge, hey, everybody giving a round of applause, and they don't want to go that extra further mile, there's gotta be a reason for it. And I was watching the Loki series, which is a great series, and in one of the last episodes, not crazy about spoiler, but one of the last episodes, you see the guy speaking about stacked universes. One over our universe and one under our universe. And it made me think, like, you imagine that idea is the reason why we've seen aliens or whatever the UFO is, that we don't know what it is, but it's going faster and it's definitely not from here. That made me think. I was like, you imagine it's the civilization, like the fourth dimension, because we're in the third dimension, like the fourth dimension piercing in through our dimension. And that's why we see them breaking all the rules of gravity and all that shit. Because at the end of the day, when you make a sharp turn that your body fucking flies out? If you in a spaceship like that, doing those sharp ass curves and that speed, you will fucking turn into fucking ragu in the fucking spaceship, because that momentum, you will fucking turn into fucking water and fucking blood splatter everywhere. But they are able to do that without risking that at all. So a lot of people say that there's like a force field around the ship which contradicts our gravity, and that's why they can just pinpoint left and right, boom, 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 and move everywhere at a fast ass speed without, like, obviously crashing on the people inside dying. It's explainable. Listen, to me, Earth is like a huge canvas, like a template, where anything is almost possible as long as there's a way to get there. Because if you would have told me a fucking heavy ass plane is flying for hours, how you can't believe that shit? I'm like, hell no, it's impossible, it will fall. No, because with ingenuity, it can happen. So we're at a point right now that I personally myself cannot believe science, but I could believe engineering. I know it don't make sense, but think about it. Let's take a sip. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather trust engineering than science. Science can be hijacked, sponsored by anybody. So listen, let's put it like this. If I'm Mr. Rockefeller, Diesel Rockefeller, and I'm like, yo, look into what the fuck to see who are like, keep digging to see if there's real dinosaurs. And they dig. And they show me a bone that it's not an animal, but is a human. But here's the catch. It's a human and it's huge, like something we never seen before. You think they're gonna be like, oh, guess what, guys? Look what we found. Hell no, because they know that could lead to something else. Like, wait, wow, I thought this was about, like, back in the days there was dinosaurs. How can we see, giant bodies, human bodies? Then it can get to, like, political. Then it can get to, not political, but it can get to that little spiritual world. It's gonna change history completely. So what they do, they hide it. They do further research, but they hide it. And they maintain whatever the facade is that we're here and we know. You know what I'm saying? Right now, that's why in a weird way, I'm like, are they preparing us to just tell us that there's something else? Like whatever the hell that UFO's gonna be, whatever it is. Because everything is feeling like everything is ratchet up to like 10. We're all fucking divided. And then people say, yeah, but Trump started that. Yeah, no, but maybe Trump just put up the mirror. He put up the huge mirror. With all the races, even you could be black and still be racist. And I know because there's an origin, there's more to that. I know, but the way people just walk into white people and be like, look at this, oh, he's a white man or whatever. If they would have been doing that with us, like, oh, look at this big ass nigga, whatever, just say little shit that it has to do with color, we will get offended. So we can't just be offended and then think that that they can't do it. If I was white, I would have been like, nigga, if you say I'm look at this honky, I'm gonna say nigga. No, ER with the ER. And then we're gonna fight. And then one of us gonna get arrested, one of us gonna get our head stomped, we're gonna get knocked out, possibly die. But that's the thing. That's why, like, in my head, I'm like, yo, it's just like, the whole Hispanic, but specifically black. When you say nigger with the hard ER from white people, it's like an ultimate trap for us. Not for us, but for blacks. Listen, and for us too, because they'll throw a stick at me, and I won't get mad at that. Quite frankly, I will be more mad if a white person call me nigger, because it's like the audacity of you to just think like you could just freely say that, right? But white people, they just scared of blacks, man. Unless you know karate, yada yada, but unless you have a gun or whatever. But they just scared of blacks, man. That's why you see the cops shooting first and then ask questions last. You know what I'm saying? Like the saying goes. They scared. They see us on TV and the rap videos with mad guns, punching people left and right. They see they think about Mike Tyson and shit, and they get scared. They shoot real fast without even fucking rationality. You know what I mean? So one of the essential things that they do is like, oh fuck, this black guy's making a lot of jokes about me. Damn, a lot of people are laughing. Oh, I got one. All right, whatever, nigger. That's it. Now you know that you got him back as a white man. You got him back. But guess what? Now you know that guy's gonna punch you out, but most likely he's gonna get arrested, because you can just be like, oh, self-defense and yada yada. You can take him to court, ruin his life. He won't have a job. But that's why it is on us to know that ahead of time. So when that shit happens, we know how to maneuver. Mind you, if there's no cops around, whatever, you can lay that nigga out. The nigga meaning the white person. But you know what I'm saying? Like, on the grander scale, they know that word will trigger us and will get us out of our norm and will have us fucking. You never know. You can say that to somebody who's black, drunk. That nigga gonna probably, I don't mean like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga probably just wake up to jail the next day, not even knowing what the fuck happened the night before. Because the white guy said the word. You see how it works? So we should be at a point, we should mobilize on that. You know what I'm saying? And listen, with that Victoria's Secret shit, it's just sad because that chick was wilding. And the cops, and not even the cops, the people online right behind her, seeing that she was fucking acting like a toddler at Walmart, they still went and had the audacity to ask the black lady, why don't you just take off why don't you just, step away? And, she was like, why don't she fucking step away? And I get it. You see how they on code? They saw the fucking white lady there on the floor breakdancing and hysterical. And they still will tell the black person, why don't you just, don't record, or why don't you just get away? They supposed to say that to her. listen here, white bitch. Why don't you just get the fuck up and leave? No, because now you can just hide behind every wall. You can hide behind every wall. And what's one of the walls that she's probably gonna use in court or whatever the hell if this gets escalated? Mental health, mental illness, yada yada. That's all. That's all. And we're gonna feel pity, and then she could probably easily win a case like that with a good lawyer. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I led to that whole Emmett Till shit. It's just reminding me, because I'm like, yo, now we have a camera, and even the cops themselves was like, okay, we know, like it was like everything was being a hassle. But you know, have a black guy there wilding, or a black woman there wilding, punching somebody, and wanting to automatically the cuss in, boom. You see how that works? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? So listen, even no matter what mentality people have now, we have proof with the camera.
Purchase your tracks today.
And that's why it kind of all goes back to that whole texting shit, because what's the next move for them? Or you know, take down their Wi-Fi. Take down their internet because they spreading too much misinformation. So now you're gonna have a person without internet. In China, they doing a fucking credit score for social credit score. Like, oh, if you have a parking ticket, your credit score go down. And then because it went down, let's say you did something else, you littered or something, it goes way more down. And then you're trying to go to the grocery store, and because your credit score is not up to that level of what you're supposed to have, you can't shop there no more. You see what that shit can lead to here? I'm not bugging. No, I sound like I'm bugging, of course, now, because you're like, oh, come on, this is no way it's gonna happen. Just like how I was making the jokes about, censoring text messages eventually, and boom, it's happening right now. So, I'm just saying, man, we have to be on our P's and Q's around here. I don't mean to make this shit like a fucking, like some fucking, what's those fucking, I forgot what's the name of that shit. But listen now, I'm just basically saying, I'm saying it how it is, according to me. And if I'm wrong, hey, you can go ahead and but at least bring out sense in it. Whatever you're gonna bring out against whatever I say, just bring some sense in it and some logic. Because that's just step one was knocking at the door. Okay. Step two is the text. Step three is like, hey, if you keep saying this, we're gonna take away your privileges of the internet. And then if you keep going or whatever, I don't know how you're gonna keep going after that. But let's say you're putting posters up in the streets like COVID is fake or whatever, then you're gonna go to jail. I mean, you probably could go to jail for that, for vandalism, I guess. But you know what I'm saying, like. And this is only 1 year of Biden. Like, at least you would. If I was Biden, I'm like, okay, roll that one out next year. You know what I'm saying? But no, all in 1 year. It's like it's on purpose. It's like they want us to hurry up and wake up for something, which I don't know.
Purchase your tracks
you know what I'm
today.
saying? But regardless of what, it feels like it's a little too late. It's a little too late. People want to talk about Cuba and shit. Oh, Cuba, but we're heading down that route. Don't save them yet, because we're gonna have to save ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And the way the media portrays the Cubans, I'm talking about conservatives. They're like, oh, see, they want their freedom, yada yada. And I'm like, okay, how about the people that want their freedom in a different way in South Africa? Nope. Yeah, I want to speak about that. Yeah, I just want to show them looting over and over, right? Because they're animals, let me guess, right? While white people over there just having a good old time. But the people who are poor over there, they get this just, whatever comes to them, this bullshit. So then when they do shit like that, we're going to have the media here portray them as animals, of course. Look at Haiti. Huh? Y'all don't want to speak about Haiti? Y'all love Haiti, right? But y'all don't want to speak about Haiti, right? Because the motherfucker got assassinated literally like almost the next day. The person for the White House that speaks on behalf of the president, like every day, the press, whatever, she goes like, yeah, we're gonna send military over there to protect them for, you know, because of the assassination. What happens is make sure shit goes right, which, you know, that can go either way. Maybe they're there to protect, or maybe they go there to infiltrate, right? And then they go, and we're gonna send money, not to the people, of course. Hell no, you crazy? Can't help the poor. We're gonna send money to them, the government, which who knows? They're like, yo, all right, let's take this picture of me giving you $500 million. All right, it probably wasn't even $500 million. It's Haiti. They're gonna give them like $10. Nah, I'm playing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now let's take this picture like me handing it to you, and then when the camera flashes and all that, like, okay, no, you ain't shit goes back to us. Just like that, you never know. But on top of that, what the people got? Money? Nope. But guess what they're gonna get? COVID shots. There you go. She said it right there. You know, when we're gonna send the kits of the COVID, and then you realize, like, wait a minute, and then you look up, maybe true, maybe not, but this is what people are saying, that even though that president probably was like, you know, corrupt or whatever, but one of the main things was like he denied the COVID shipments and shit. Allegedly, nobody in Haiti took the shot. Where's the rampant deaths at, right? Oh, they can't show you that, nigga. You crazy? They ain't gonna tell you that. And then when you connect that to other that was Caribbean. Deacon, there's 2 in Africa. One of them for sure. I didn't know there was like 2 or 3 more. Cause you know Africa, people are like, oh, you know Africa, but Africa is just not Africa. It's just like there's different tribes in Africa. Africa's fucking huge. It's the biggest continent. So over there, it's not about, yeah, we're all Africa. No, they're just all about their tribe. That land is too huge for them to one tribe to to claim Africa as their own. They don't give a fuck. They give a fuck about their tribe in the area that they at. You know what I'm saying? It's not like America. Like here, you know, Delaware, California, but we still American. You know, over there, it's like, obviously they'll probably say Africa, but it's just broken. It's so huge that they'll just break it down to different shit. So there's different people, presidents or whatever, prime ministers, or whatever the hell this called over there, that wasn't with it. Are they living right now? Hell fucking no. And what happens when they're not living now? They got assassinated. They said that, you know, maybe they'll be like, hey, you know, the people are protesting. This guy's bad. And we'll believe it because we're not there. They go, kill him, move him out, get him out the picture. The next one is one of them. One of the globalists. One of the ones that at the end of the day, each year, they'll probably take a, oh, you can tell right there, they're gonna, FBI. But, you know, the ones that go for that yearly meeting about what new plans they're gonna push out. Well, they'll put in one of their own. He'll look just like your people, so you can get gassed. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Now he's gonna listen to everything we say, and he's gonna tell y'all, hey, we need to get our shots because, you know, we need to get the vaccine because, you know, we need to keep safe. And then the people over there be like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Like the fact that I'm repeating this shit over and over and we don't get it, like, come on now. It's all a plan and a ploy. The weird shit is like, what the hell is in that vaccine? Y'all giving us free chicken, free watermelon, free arroz con pollo, and what the hell is in it? What is the bigger plan? They don't want to tell us that. They don't want to tell us that. But keep people safe, and you can keep the vaccine. You can take the vaccine. You can get the vaccine. You can get the virus again. You know, but hold up. But even though you got your shot, it's about other people. You know, we were like, what the fuck is y'all doing? They treating this shit like it's like a quota, like commission, like you're selling cars and shit. Like, oh, you sold 300 cars? That's great. Well, guess what? I want to challenge you more. How about 400 next month? It's just like that. They're just treating us like guinea pigs, and we're falling for it. Now here's the deal. Obviously, is everybody dying left and right from the shot? No, but my nigga, I'm telling you, like, you don't know the long-term effects of this shit. And listen, I'm speaking from I'm the type of person that at first as a kid, yes, I hated vaccines. As a kid, I hated it. I cried and all that shit. And as an adult, I don't mind the vaccine. Like, it would be funny because I'm like, oh shit, and then, you know, it happens and like, oh, whatever. But I have a huge tattoo on my left arm. To the point that I almost passed out at a specific spot because you got to twist your arm, and that pressure with that needle and the design, it came all together, nigga, like a fucking Megazord. And that pain, I was like, it wasn't pain, but it was just discomfort because of the way I had to angle my arm and all that. And I remember I was like, yo, I can't be a pussy and be like, stop. But because of that, I was like, oh shit, what the hell? And he goes, you want me to stop? I was like, yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. And then, 20 minutes later, I got some water, whatever. And then we went and he went back on that part. But other than that, I don't mind the fucking needle. I'm not scared. It's not that. It's just what can come after that. Let alone what the hell that shit can do to our bodies in time. And that's why I blame fucking Trump, because he was mad big on I'm rolling the vaccines faster and more faster than that. And I'm like, nigga, why you proud of that? So this nigga lining us up too. Who knows? But that's what I'm saying. Like, you never know what comes in the future. Like, can you have a kid? I'm at a point that I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna front, but you know what I'm saying? If I meet this chick over here and she got her shot, I might not know, man. What the fuck that might do to our kid? I don't want to take it because I'm gonna push it a fucking panic. But you just never know. You never know. But hey, at the end of the day, what we gonna do? We go outside to loot and all that shit, but when it comes to shit like this, we don't loot. Where's the looting at? Where's the wilding out at? Why we ain't protesting that? We ain't protesting that because our white daddies, Mr. Biden, master, he told us to take it and chill out. I'm rambling. It's already 1 hour and 11, but yo, for people who are listening, if you're listening in the future or right now, which is probably like fucking 3 people or 5 people, all I'm saying is we have to be more cautious and responsible. We always want to be all responsible. We're not being responsible with this. They want to give it to our fucking kids, my nigga. And most of us are just really nitty with it. What's really sad is that we have teachers teaching our kids, and they're so fucking liberal that they'll jump with any fucking thing that they hand them down to hand us down. See what I'm saying? We can't even trust teachers. They're making us basically just go for that homeschooling. But guess what? When you're Hispanic in the hood, homeschooling, hell no. How much that cost? Get your kid. Boom. You see how they get us? Not everybody can afford it. So we gotta send our kids to a school who we don't even know those other kids. We don't know what the fuck their parents be doing. Maybe they're fucking low lives, and their kid is fucking indoctrinating other kids. Bad examples. And on top of that, they have a fucking liberal teacher. You know what I'm saying? That is probably giving our kids the wrong thoughts, the wrong sentiment on things. I'll let y'all think about that. Anyways, episode 8, Pirate Radio. Peace.